Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, what up? Today I am starting a new video series here on my channel, basically where I do a monthly roundup of the perfumes that I may have tried or may have been wearing a lot for that month, because I don't always get to talk about the perfumes that I bought or that I've tried out with you guys, and I kind of want to start bringing that to you more since I do buy a lot of perfumes and I am trying out a lot of perfumes. I am building up my perfume collection. I talk to y'all about my body sprays and my body mists all the time, but perfumes is something different, and I feel like perfumes are a little bit more personal just because, for one, they're more expensive. We can all agree on that. They are more expensive, so you definitely want to buy perfumes that you absolutely love so you're not wasting that coin. And then two, perfumes really do go through a lot of transitions. They really do have a lot of top notes, middle notes, base notes, and your body chemistry can pull something different from out of the fragrance. And so I really feel like giving you guys my thoughts on these fragrances, telling you guys about them, how they were when I wore them, what I like about them, what scent notes come out the most on me, things like that. I just feel like that would be helpful for you guys, and even if it's not helpful for y'all, maybe it'll be entertaining, whichever one. So I definitely wanted to do this every month because I do get perfumes in every month, and if I happen to not have a lot of perfumes to talk about for that month, or a good amount of perfumes to talk about for that month, I'll probably just skip the video and wait until the next month, or maybe I'll talk about my fragrance mist that I tried out for that month. Either way, this is going to be a new series on my channel. It's going to be my monthly fragrance wrap ups, my monthly perfume fragrance wrap ups. Yeah. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, and then just keep on watching. Okay, so I tried out quite a few different perfumes for the month of January, and I actually was testing out some this week, but the ones that I'm actually going to talk about are the ones that I wore the most, the ones that I really got a feel for, that I really enjoyed. So those are going to be the ones that I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to start with one of the ones that is most popular, most well-known, like everybody and their mother knows about this perfume, and this is Aquilina Pink Sugar. So I actually bought this perfume back in like September, October of last year, not even knowing that the shea butter that my best friend bought me, it was supposed to be a rendition of this perfume, and I love that shea butter to death. Had no idea it was supposed to be a dupe for this perfume, and like literally I had bought this perfume just on a whim and was like, everybody's always talking about this, so I wanted to try it out. You guys, it is so good. I love it paired with the actual shea butter that is supposed to be a dupe for it. And I ended up getting the small bottle. This is just a 1 fluid ounce. And believe it or not, Pink Sugar is always described as this super sickeningly sweet caramel, cotton candy, really sugary, fruity fragrance, but it actually has a lot more notes than most people think that it does. So the top notes of this is raspberry, orange, bergamot, and fig leaf. The middle notes is cotton candy, licorice, red berries, and strawberry, also lily of the valley. And then the base notes is caramel, vanilla, musk, tonka bean, and sandalwood. So it is literally a wrap up of all things fruity, sugary, sweet, gourmand, all of that. But to me, so when I first smell Pink Sugar, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I get a lot of the vanilla, musk, and the licorice. When I first initially smell it, I do not get cotton candy, I do not get caramel, I do not get raspberry, strawberry, any of that. But as it wears on my skin, as it settles down onto my skin, starts to mix with my body chemistry, that is when I really get the super sweet sugariness of it. That is when I really get the cotton candy. I get wafts of caramel. I get some type of berry notes in it. It's sugary sweet, and it's really nice. But I have to actually wait for the dry down of this one. So I like pairing Pink Sugar with perfumes that I feel like need a little bit more sweetness to them. Maybe, you know, they're sweet, but they're just not sweet enough, or maybe I'm just feeling really sugary that day and I just want to go ahead and add this on top of it to give it a lot more sweetness. But whatever the case may be, this is always a perfume that I would gravitate towards when I'm feeling super sweet. But I definitely think that pink sugar has a place in everyone's collection. Some people might think that it's juvenile or childish or too teenage like, but it's a great layering perfume. It's great to layer with other perfumes, body care, even to wear on its own. It's just a really nice one. This is definitely going to be a compliment getter. And for this to be an eau de toilette, I don't think they ever came out with this in an eau de parfum form, but for this to be an eau de toilette, it is strong. It lasts all day on the skin. You're going to smell it all day until you scrub it off, get in the shower. So I highly recommend Pink Sugar. It is so super affordably cheap. You can get it from Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, online. It's everywhere. Ulta, it's everywhere. Okay, so try it out. Okay, so then the next fragrance that I'm going to talk about again is one that I feel like is really well known, and I am so late to the bandwagon. Literally have never had this perfume before. This is Britney Spears Fantasy. When I tell you guys I am obsessed with this perfume, I have been wearing this perfume to bed pretty much every night for like the past week. I am obsessed. Ever since I got it, I've been wearing this to bed. I love it, and I love pairing it with my Bath & Body Works Vanilla Bean Ultra Shea Body Cream, and that's what I wear to bed. I wore it one day, like when I first bought this perfume, I wore it the very next day as a scent combo. Ever since then, that has been like my nighttime go-to fragrance. So for those of you out there who don't know and have never tried this, Britney Spears Fantasy starts off with kiwi and lychee fruit, however you want to pronounce it. And then the middle notes of this is white chocolate, cupcakes, orchid, and jasmine. And the base notes is musk, woodsy notes, and orris root. So if I'm being completely honest with you guys, the only thing that I get from this perfume is kiwi, red lychee, and then cupcake. Seriously, that is all I get from this perfume. When I first spray it, it's definitely very bright and fruity. Definitely smells like a kiwi. I typically don't like the fruit kiwi. Like, I don't eat it like that, but I know exactly what it smells like. It's very distinct. It has a very distinct tart, sweet taste. It has a very distinct smell. That is exactly what this perfume smells like when you first spray it. It is, like I said, it's a very bright, kind of fruity, juicy type of scent, but then it dries down into this like soft vanilla cupcake, white chocolate, kind of like the vanilla icing on a cupcake. It dries down into that, and it is heavenly. So good. It makes my mouth water. It is so indulgent. Like, this fragrance is really indulgent. I would not suggest this if you are not a sweet type of person. If you don't like sweet scents, if you don't like smelling like something edible, I would not recommend this at all. But I am literally obsessed with it, and it pairs so nicely with Vanilla Bean, because Vanilla Bean is a really nice gourmand vanilla type of scent. It smells a little bit more perfumey because it has orchid in it, so it's not just a straight up gourmand type of fragrance. So it adds a little bit of depth to it, but for the most part it is a sweet fragrance, and I love pairing it with this because it's like, it just takes it up to a level 10. It just takes it up a notch. It is so good. I am obsessed when it performs great. Like, literally, it performs so good on clothes, but it performs great on my skin as well, especially when I do my whole layering combo and I put Vaseline on. This is amazing. I love this perfume. Definitely was sleeping on it, but I highly recommend it if you've never tried it. That is one that you want to try, and it is so inexpensive. Again, that is one you can get from CVS, Walgreens, Walmart. Probably you can find it at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Ross even. So the next perfume I'm going to talk about is actually a newer one to my collection, and I wasn't really thinking that I was gonna love this perfume. I didn't really have high hopes for this perfume. I don't know, I didn't know what to expect when it came to this perfume, but it has literally become one of my favorites. It has grown on me. I really like it, and this is actually an older perfume. I don't know if you guys can still find this in stores, but it's definitely online. Most definitely you can find this online. But this is the Guess by Marciano perfume, and I have seen some people say that they know exactly what this fragrance is. Some people have never seen it before, never heard of it. But anyways, the fragrance notes of this perfume is curacao, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but curacao, which is a blue citrus liquor. You have cardamom, carambola, which is star fruit. For the middle notes, you have honeysuckle, jasmine, and peony. So it's a floral based middle note type of fragrance. And then for the base notes, you have vanilla, musk, and woodiness. So when you first spray this perfume, it's definitely a fresh burst of fruit. I definitely feel like you do get a little bit of an alcoholic type of scent. I guess that's the curacao, the citrusy type of curacao, but there's definitely some fruity notes in here. And then there's a freshness to it, which I believe is the honeysuckle, because honeysuckle is a white floral and it gives fragrances this really fresh, really clean type of fragrance. But you guys, the dry down of this perfume, the dry down is the star, okay? Those vanilla, woody, musky notes that come through are thick and heavy. This is one of the only perfumes that I have in my collection that really goes through a transformation. Like it legit goes through an entire transformation. When you first spray it, you get that bright, fruity, alcoholic type of scent. Then you get some freshness, and when it dries down, it turns into like a complete vanilla, woody, musky type of scent. Still get a little bit of freshness that wafts in and out, but all of that fruit and all of that curacao liquor is completely gone from this, at least on my skin. And so I love to pair this perfume with body care that is more gourmand, and it's just a nice combination. It just seems like I would be able to pair this with a lot of body care and it would go so well with them. So I really like this perfume. Definitely smells a little bit high end to me, if I'm being honest. I feel like I could wear this year round as well. I don't think that this is a very seasonal type of perfume, but it is super nice. And online, it is super inexpensive. You can get this perfume for around $25–30, super cheap, and I highly recommend it. And this is actually is this a 3.4? Yes, this is a 3.4 fluid ounce bottle, and you can get this online for, like I said, around $25–30. Highly recommended. I actually really like the bottle, and to me it represents what this scent smells like. So I really like that perfume. Definitely recommend that one. And the very last perfume I'm going to talk to you guys about is the Giorgio Armani My Way. So I remember when I first smelled this perfume, I knew that I really liked it, but I didn't know that I was going to pick it up right away, because I don't know, it seemed like it was something that I would like, but it wasn't like, okay, this is my first choice. When I go to Ulta, this is going to be the first perfume that I'm going to buy, because I wanted to try out other things. But on a whim, I decided to just go ahead and order it, and I am so happy that I did, because I am obsessed with this perfume. So Giorgio Armani My Way is described as a woody floral. The top notes are bergamot and orange blossom. The middle notes is tuberose and jasmine. The base notes is cedarwood, vanilla, and white musk. So when you first spray this perfume, it definitely has a citrusy feel to it, but I feel like that is quickly like weeded out, because then it starts to smell like straight vanilla and musk to me. And so for this perfume, well, the jasmine is really heavy in this too. Let me just say that. The jasmine is definitely heavy in this perfume, but that's not a problem for me, because I do like fragrances with jasmine in it. It always adds a really classy elegance to perfume, so I do really like jasmine as a fragrance. But like I said, the citrus, it goes away, and then from there I just get like vanilla, jasmine, white musk. And so I like pairing this perfume with fragrances that are a lot sweeter. So if you guys saw my community tab on YouTube, you know I paired this with pink chiffon. Beautiful, gorgeous combination. I loved it. It's almost as if it turned this fragrance into a more sugary sweet type of fragrance. And if you guys can't tell by now, I am a very sugary sweet type person, so pairing this with pink chiffon was amazing. But even on its own, the scent has a really nice presence to it. To me, it definitely gives off that like bright sweet vibe, but then it has a musky perfuminess to it, so it's like, oh, that's a really nice perfume. Now that I know how this perfume performs with more sweet sugary body care, I feel like I can only see myself pairing this with more sugary sweet body care, and that's how I'm going to enjoy it, because it's just a really nice perfume that gives me a feminine confidence to myself, and so that's how I'm gonna enjoy it. So yeah, super happy that I was able to get this perfume. So that's it, you guys. Those are the only perfumes that I wanted to talk to you guys about for this month. Like I said, I'm gonna try and do this every month and try and review the fragrances that I wore for that month, any new ones that I have, or any older ones in my collection that I may have discovered and have been loving to pair with certain body care, and so it really makes me enjoy the fragrance. I'm gonna just try and give you guys my thoughts on these perfumes and how I've been loving them, and hopefully it's helpful for you guys. So that's everything for this video. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and leave me a comment down below letting me know that you enjoyed it. If you're new, definitely go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification so that you can be notified every single time that I upload a video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace.